Listen carefully because this can completely change how you take care of your body after the age of 60. If you believe that walking is enough to maintain your strength, balance, and independence, you are failing to stimulate essential parts of your body. Walking is excellent for the heart, improves overall circulation, and helps with endurance, but it does not provide enough stimulus to preserve muscle mass, bone density, and joint stability. And that is exactly where the problem lies. As the years go by, if muscles do not receive adequate load, they begin to weaken, balance worsens, and the risk of falls increases. Falls at this stage of life are not simple accidents, they can completely compromise independence. That is why the focus now is not to replace walking, but to complement it with specific movements that truly strengthen the body in a smart way. Let's start with one of the most important exercises. Exercise, heel raises, calf raises. Stand with your feet parallel, hip width apart. If possible, be barefoot or wear footwear that allows good foot mobility. Use the back of a chair only for balance, without placing your body weight on your hands. Now begin the movement by raising your heels, shifting your weight to the front of your feet. Lift as high as you can, feeling a full contraction in your calves. Hold for 1 second at the top, then slowly lower yourself, controlling the movement until your heels touch the ground again. The most important detail here is full range of motion. Do not perform short movements. The greater the range, the greater the muscular and circulatory stimulus. This exercise has a much deeper impact than it seems, because the calf functions as a true auxiliary pump of the circulatory system. While the heart sends blood through the body, these muscles help bring blood back up from the legs. Without this stimulus, circulation in this region becomes compromised. Blood tends to accumulate in the ankles, causing swelling, a feeling of heaviness, and in more severe cases, it may contribute to the formation of clots. When you perform the raise in a controlled manner, you compress the deep veins and push blood upward more efficiently than during a normal walk. This improves circulation, reduces the risk of stagnation, and also contributes to arterial health. In addition, this movement stimulates the release of substances that help keep blood vessels more flexible, reducing vascular stiffness and contributing to blood pressure control. Another important benefit is related to body structure. This exercise strengthens the Achilles tendon and the plantar fascia, creating a more solid base for the body, which reduces impact on joints such as the knees and spine throughout the day. Now see how to apply it in practice. Rise in about 1 second, hold for 1 second at the top, and lower slowly over 3 seconds. Perform between 10 to 15 repetitions. Do 2 to 3 sets. Over time, you can progress by performing the exercise on a step, allowing your heel to drop below foot level, increasing both range of motion and stimulus. And here is the most important point: this exercise alone accomplishes something that walking cannot fully do. It intensely and specifically activates the muscles responsible for maintaining your circulation, balance, and stability. And this is essential after the age of 60, because it is not just about moving, it is about keeping your body functional, safe, and prepared for daily life. And all of this begins with a simple movement, but done the right way, with control, attention, and consistency. At the highest point of the movement, where calf contraction is at its maximum, hold the position for a full 2 seconds. This isometric time is essential because it helps the venous valves function properly, ensuring that blood is efficiently pushed upward. The descent, which many people ignore, is just as important as the ascent. Lower yourself slowly, controlling the movement for 3 to 4 seconds until your foot fully returns to the ground. This phase strengthens muscle fibers and improves tissue oxygenation, even helping reduce cramps, especially at night. Repeating this cycle between 15 and 20 times, in 3 sets per day, creates active protection for your circulatory system. This is not just a regular exercise, it is a way to directly care for your circulation and prevent problems such as swelling, heaviness in the legs, and even more serious complications over time. By strengthening your calves, you ensure that this second heart works in sync with your main heart, improving blood flow and contributing to a more active and healthy life. Now let's move on to one of the most important exercises for maintaining your independence. Exercise, chair squat. If there were a single movement capable of indicating how many years of physical autonomy you still have, it would be your ability to sit down and stand up with ease, because this depends directly on the strength of your quadriceps and glutes.
After the age of 60, the body enters a natural process of muscle loss called sarcopenia, and this process is not reversed by walking alone.
Strength stimulus is necessary, and the chair squat is one of the most effective exercises for this at home. When you perform this movement, you activate the largest muscle groups in the body, which improves not only strength but also glucose control and insulin sensitivity, helping reduce metabolic risks.
In addition, there is an important benefit for the brain.
This movement requires coordination and balance control, stimulating the nervous system to constantly adapt and create new connections that help maintain cognitive function over the years. Another essential point is the positive impact on bones. By sitting and standing correctly, you create mechanical load in the hip and femur region, stimulating the maintenance of bone density, something that walking alone cannot achieve as effectively. Now see how to perform it correctly. Chair squat. Stand in front of a sturdy chair, with your feet slightly wider than hip width and your toes slightly pointed outward. Start the movement by pushing your hips back, as if you were going to sit down, without initiating from the knees.
Keep your chest open and your spine aligned.
Lower yourself slowly until you lightly touch the chair without fully relaxing.
Pause for 1 second, then rise again by pushing through your feet and contracting your glutes.
Throughout the entire movement, keep your knees aligned with your feet, without letting them collapse inward.
This protects your joints and ensures that the correct muscles are being activated.
This exercise can be done daily, and over time you will notice greater ease in simple tasks such as getting out of bed, climbing stairs, or maintaining balance.
And here is the most important point: this is not just about gaining strength, it is about maintaining your autonomy.
The ability to move safely and independently is what defines quality of life at this stage. And all of this can begin with a simple movement, done with attention and consistency every day. Each repetition is a direct investment in your health, something you accumulate over time that turns into more autonomy, more mobility, and an active life without relying on support for simple tasks. Muscle is not just about strength, it is one of the main pillars of longevity, and keeping this tissue active and functional is what sustains the body over the years. And now we are going to move on to a point that many people completely neglect: the upper body and breathing. Exercise, wall push-up. With aging, it is very common for posture to begin to collapse, the shoulders move forward, the chest compresses, and this reduces lung capacity, making breathing more shallow and requiring more effort from the heart. Walking helps the legs a lot, but it does little for the muscles of the torso and arms. This is where the wall push-up comes in, a simple but extremely effective exercise that strengthens the upper body while also improving chest expansion and breathing. To perform it correctly, stand facing a wall, place your hands at shoulder height slightly wider than shoulder width, then step your feet back until your body is slightly inclined, keeping your heels on the ground. From this position, bend your elbows and bring your chest toward the wall in a slow and controlled manner. Feel your shoulder blades coming together on your back. Before touching the wall, exhale and push your body back to the starting position. The body should move as a single unit, without letting the hips drop or the neck tense up, everything aligned, firm, and under control. This exercise strengthens the chest, arms, and back, and also activates the core, helping stabilize the spine and reduce lower back pain, something very common after the age of 60. In addition, by improving the muscles of the chest and those involved in breathing, you allow your lungs to expand more easily, increasing oxygenation in the body and contributing to more energy in daily life.
There is also an important benefit for circulation.
By pushing your body against the wall, you stimulate blood flow in the upper body, helping maintain vessel elasticity and contributing to cardiovascular health. Another less discussed point is that this type of resistance effort stimulates the release of substances that help fight inflammation and protect the body over time. Now see how to apply it in practice. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions, keep the movement slow and controlled, and focus on posture and breathing. Over time, you will notice not only more strength in your arms, but also improvements in posture, breathing, and even overall energy.
And here is the main point: this is not just an exercise for the arms, it is an exercise for the whole body. Because when you improve your posture, breathing, and stability, everything in your daily life becomes easier. And that is what really matters after the age of 60, keeping your body functioning well, with strength, control, and energy to live with quality. If this information makes sense to you, share it with someone close to you, because applied knowledge can transform lives. Now we arrive at one of the most important exercises in this entire sequence: single leg balance.
If there is one skill that separates aging with autonomy from aging with fragility, that skill is balance. Over the years, communication between your feet, inner ear, and brain begins to decline, significantly increasing the risk of falls. Standing on one leg may seem simple, but in practice it is one of the most complete exercises for the nervous system, because it reduces your base of support and forces your body to make constant adjustments to stay stable. To perform it safely, stand near a wall or sturdy chair, keep an upright posture, and fix your gaze on a point in front of you. This helps your brain stabilize the body. Now lift one foot off the ground, even if just a few centimeters, and try to maintain that position. At first, it is normal to feel your ankle shaking.
This is not weakness, it is your neuromuscular system being activated and strengthened. Try to hold for about 30 seconds on each leg.
Over time, you can progress by removing hand support or even adding small arm movements, increasing the challenge further. This exercise strengthens stabilizing muscles that are rarely used in everyday movements, especially around the ankle, knee, and hip, creating a safer foundation for the body. In addition, it directly stimulates the brain, promoting adaptations that help keep the mind active, sharp, and coordinated. And there is an essential benefit that many people ignore. This type of stimulus improves your ability to react to unexpected situations. If you trip or step on uneven ground, your body will have more speed and control to correct itself, preventing falls. With daily practice, you begin to feel something very important: confidence. Confidence when walking, confidence when moving, confidence in your own body. And this completely changes your quality of life. Now stop and observe everything you have built so far. You activated your circulation with calf exercises, strengthened your legs with squats, improved your posture and breathing with upper body work, and now you are developing balance and control. This is not just a routine, it is a complete system to keep your body strong, safe, and functional. And here is the most important message: aging does not mean weakening, it means adapting the right way. With these simple movements, done consistently, you are not just exercising muscles, you are protecting your heart, strengthening your bones, keeping your brain active, and ensuring your independence. Because in the end, true health is not about doing a lot, it is about doing what is essential every day. And everything begins with a simple decision: start today. Because your body can still respond, and it will show you that if you give it the right stimulus.